Welcome back everyone, Dan Vega here, back with another tutorial, and today we're talking about contributing to the Groovy website. So in my course I did have a video on different ways that you can kind of contribute to an open source project. One of them being documentation, source code for the actual project, and really just kind of helping out a project any way you can. And today I want to talk about the Groovy website because recently I actually made an update to the Groovy website, and it's the first time I did so. And I got to kind of learn how they built the website, and I want to share that with you in case you find something that you feel like can add to, or if you find a problem with, that you can go ahead and help this project out by adding to it. So here we are at the Groovy website. If we go into the Learn section here, I talked to the guys that run the website, and what I wanted to do before this, there was no section on courses. So I wanted to add a section on courses and then go ahead and add my course because obviously I feel like it adds some value to anyone who wants to learn Groovy. So let's talk about how you actually do this. So if we go over to GitHub, the actual repo is on GitHub here. It's the Groovy website. Now, we don't have actual write access to this website repo here. So what we need to do is you need to fork it. So I went ahead and forked it over to mine. And now that I had mine, I went ahead and cloned this onto my local development machine. So now we can use this code, commit to this code, and then when we're done, we basically send a pull request to the main website. So we send a pull request over, and then we actually go to close because this one's already done. And then this pull request went through, and these were the two commits I had, and they went ahead and approved them, and everything went through, and Guillaume actually merged them into the master branch. So that's kind of the workflow. Let's take a look at this. There's actually some really good information in here on the website, how to generate the website, what all the different folders are, how this kind of project is laid out. And so let's talk about this now. And there's actually a blog post here as well where Cedric kind of goes through the structure of the project and how this is working out. But in general, we'll kind of keep this short here. I'm going to look at this project. And so basically everything's written in Groovy here. And what happens is when we generate the actual website, it basically builds a static site for us. So this is all static site at the end of the day. But we have a bunch of Groovy code here, and then the generator kind of builds that static site for us. So here we have a generator folder, and this is where all the generation happens. And then here we have a site, and here in site we have source. So in the source is where we're going to make changes to anything that kind of goes on. So from an HTML standpoint, there's layouts. So if we have layouts, and then there's pages. So in my case, the pages, I wanted to take a look at Learn and update Learn. So I came into Learn and kind of figured out right away that we are importing some type of model. So if we look at the model, this is inside the generator. So if we go in source model, there were a bunch of different models. So what I did is went ahead and created a new course model. So now we're importing a course model, and all I did was add a new section for our courses here. And again, you can pull all this down and take a look at it, but I'm just going to run through it real quickly. And then based on that, that's kind of how it built out this course section. So once I had this in place, there are a few other things in the generator. There's actually in the, what is it, site map. There's actually a site map here that you need to update. I think there's one down here as well. I'm not quite sure. You have to look at the pull request. But there's a few things I had to do to get this to work. But once I got this figured out, then what we want to do is go ahead and generate this. So here I am in the Groovy website. Again, this is the forked version that I cloned onto my local machine. And so once you're in here, all we're going to do is say Gradle W, and we're going to say generate. And this is going to go through and generate. So it's going to take all that code, use a generator, and generate a static site for us. And where that static site is going to be is in the build directory in the site. And so it's going to give us a little link too that we can go ahead and check off in our local environment. So it's a little bit of a process to go ahead and do this because you got to build like basically the static site. But it's pretty cool how it's built out. Again, this UI, this learn.groovy here, this is all in a Groovy template. So just kind of cool to see the site built with Groovy. So now if we come back here and go ahead and jump into our directory. So this is where it is on my local machine, and then go into learn. I can come in here and see my changes that were made. So I think that's all there is. If you have some questions on how the Groovy website works, or if you need to add something or want to be able to send a pull request to them, and you have some questions on it, just go ahead and let me know, because like I said, I just went through this, so I'm pretty familiar with the process. And I just wanted to take a few minutes and kind of show you what we went through to get that done. So I think we'll go ahead and wrap it there. If you like this, please give me a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. And if you'd like to see any more videos like this, please let me know. Thanks, and have a good one.